there's this work that we do to prepare for a program or a product that you're launching. And it's really important to do that. The logistical preparation, the conceptual preparation, the pre production, just putting together, scaffolding a program is actually really essential to have a successful launch, but also to deliver something that's impactful, that really fulfills the goals that you're aiming to support your clients with, to really meet a particular need for the people that you want to serve. You need to do this preparation and not just run full speed into something, I believe. And there's this space though between pre-production and officially launching and getting a service, a product or program off the ground. And that space becomes very sticky for many people. It can become a marsh, this portal of blockage that doesn't budge, that you can get stuck in and then not end up launching. I don't know if you can relate to this, but uh, maybe you've actually conceptualized a program or service or a group experience that you put together all the logistics, you planned out all the curriculum, you even built the sales page on your website, you got everything ready to go for launch, you put together a launch strategy to support that program enrollment process, and then you stopped. And I've seen a lot of people do that where they do all this prep work and then they don't move it forward and they don't bring it out into the world and they wait. And there's lots of things that can get sticky there, especially narratives and belief systems that can convince us that, well, we're not ready yet, or it's bad timing, or I don't have enough in place, or I don't know how to use the technology well enough to run this group or community or membership or program. All of these things can start to really bog down this confidence and this incentive, this sense of purpose, this sense of drive that precipitated this program in the first place. And what I invite you to do, if you ever feel stuck at that starting line, or you're in this marination phase for too long, or this program development phase, if it feels like procrastination or delay, I just invite you to pause and bring your focus to a different focal point. Instead of all the logistics and what needs to be there to make it the most perfect program, or to have all the answers to all these questions before we even launch, I invite you to move the attention using mindfulness to this focal point, which is, what's the core mission? What's the core purpose that in informed the creation of this program in the first place? What drove you to even want to offer this? And if you can get in touch with the impact that you are endeavoring to make, what's the impact? What's the change you want to support people with? Imagine the people you're actually supporting. Imagine them receiving this program and receiving this level of support. Maybe access is something that you value and prioritize, and that's why you want to offer a membership or group program. It's a really beautiful thing. Maybe some people just can't access your private coaching or consulting, and you want to make your work more accessible to more people so that the impact could be greater. Maybe you're supporting them with a particular need, and having many people in the group who can afford to be in the group is actually what you're really endeavoring to do this year. And so remember why you're doing this in the first place. Remember how it's going to support people or change like conditions for someone who really wants that kind of change, how it can benefit our culture, society, our families, our communities, even more, our environment. Think about what inspires this program at a really core fundamental level. This is the probably the most important thing you can focus on. And all the logistics are important, the marketing plan, the launch strategy, how you're going to deliver product once people enroll into the program. All of these things are important. But this thing, the mission and core purpose, is the life force of your program. And it's the thing that will most likely move you beyond any of these limiting beliefs, any of this density, any of this delay and procrastination, and really the underlying fear that might be residing in this this becoming phase. Because fear comes up, especially when we're about to do something new or unfamiliar. It's totally normal, it's natural. And when I launched my membership, there was fear and hesitation, there were beliefs that were holding me back from putting it out there. But what helped me personally was really getting clear and anchoring into that core mission. I really just care about helping more people and being more accessible and making my trainings available. And it has actually nothing to do with me. I really anchored into the impact and the service. And that made it so much easier and infused the entire process with so much more equanimity. This capacity to be balanced and to show up for the occasion, no matter the fear, resistance, hesitation, the unfamiliarity, the discomfort with the unknown that is part of being this human running this program. All of that was still there, but the purpose was so alive and strong that I was able to just take the step forward and put it out there. And really, this is about opening to the mystery. You just don't know how things will turn out. You don't know how that launch will go. You don't know how the program will go. But what you can do is really cultivate the conditions for equanimity to be here so that you can surf these waves of the unknown with a sense of balance, with a sense of trust. Trust in the purpose and the mission that called you to this work in the first place, and let that hold you through the unknown. And what's really beautiful about this is that once you get into it, once you put a program or a service out there, that's when all the magic starts to unfold, because you get to learn about the impact that you're making. You get to learn about how to actually optimize the program and make it even better and better. This comes from collaborating with people and participating with people and letting them participate with your product, program, or service. And so, what I oftentimes advise people to do is get in the game, get out there, put yourself out there. And this means surrendering to that mystery and not having everything figured out right out the gate, and being in acceptance of that, being in the trust of, I'm here to do this mission. I have enough resource to get started, and I'll learn what I need along the way. And I trust myself to show up as a steward who can really make meaningful change in people's lives and iterate and be agile with my program and product development. I trust in this process, and I trust that I will learn along the way. But the truth is, you got to get started. So I invite you to find your way into launching whatever program that calls out to you this year. Really feel in and tune into, what is my calling right now? What am I most passionate about? If you're in the impact space, social impact, or you're a coach, mindfulness trainer, healing arts practitioner, really anchor into what feels most alive for me right now. Let that light the fire and get you into motion. I hope this serves you.